Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel right here on YouTube. Formerly Shirley's Channel Chatter. Now Brainstorm TV. Brainstorm TV. So on my channel, Brainstorm TV, my content would be business related, where I'll be talking about marketing, advertising, promoting, trademarking. Why is it important to market effectively? Why is it important to trademark your business name, your business products? Also, I guess I would say my niche will be brands, companies. Your company is your brand is your company. So I want to highlight, brands. So many different brands, so many different companies, not countries. So many different companies, so many different brands in the world, international, global. So far I have talked about the Coca-Cola brand. There's a soft drink brand. I talked about Pepsi, the Pepsi brand. So I talked about fast food brands like over here in the United States, McDonald's, Church's Chicken, Popeyes, Wendy's. So those are fast food. They are restaurants, but they're also fast food brands. So they are companies. Your company is your brand is your company. So when it comes to branding, it's a verb. So brand is a noun, branding is a verb. So it's very important how you brand your business, your company. So you wanna make your brand memorable. You wanna make your brand trustworthy, loyal. You wanna offer customer satisfaction, customer value. You want to make yourself unique. You want to be unique. You want to be able to draw those customers into your business as opposed to them going to your competitor's business. So, then you have to think about what should I do to make my company more memorable, more unique, more eye-catching. What do you need to do? What do you want to do? Basically, what do you need to do to keep the customer coming to you and to keep them coming back? So, but I have highlighted several other companies. I think. Let me see. I highlighted. Black China, but now Angela White. Her. What's the name of her company? Hearts Pure. So Angela White, formerly Black China, Hearts Pure. I highlighted Beyonce Knows, her Ivy Talk brand. Let me see, a whole lot of different companies I did. Well, I have so many on my list. I guess I can look at the list. Now we have McDonald's, Wendy's, Church's Chicken, and different. Those are fast food brands. So this is my list. So look, I have a front, back, so many different companies, and then more than one page. It's a page. It's so many that I do have, and this is then this also is another page of companies, and also what I want to do, I want to look at some international companies. So first of all, I have about 4 pages of domestic brands, so brands that are within the United States, right where I'm at, United States of America. But I also want to look at some international brands, but it's going to take me some time, so I just want to do maybe a couple of them, 2 or 3 per video. So 2 or 3 per video, because it's just something I decided I wanted to do, because my degree is business administration, Australia University. So I have a bachelor's in business administration. I did my master's in information systems, Australia University. So information systems, my degree We learned a lot about how to bring in information to that organization, to that corporation. So information system, it doesn't necessarily have to be a computer system. It's an information system. It's a system that you set up. Say, for instance, you go to the DMV, and they have a certain system set up. I know over here in the United States, or over here in my city, so when I go into the DMV, they ask you, what do you want to do? What did you come for? Did you come with a driver's license? Did you come to get whatever you came for? ID card, driver's license. They don't do passports over there. But whatever they do over there, you can also take the road test over there to get your license, or you can renew your license. But when you go in, you tell them what you want, and whatever you want, they get an application for whatever you came for. So if you came to renew your driver's license, or you came to take the road test, you came to take the learner's test, I guess I call it the road test. But I think before you take the road test, I think you have to take a written test too for the license. It's been so long ago, but anyway, when you do go, depending on what you go for, that is, they give you a certain application to fill it out. Then they just give you a number. They give you a number, you go sit down, and when they call your number, hopefully you'll have everything that you need. So when they call your number, you might need a birth certificate, you might need proof of residence, you might need, whatever you need. But whatever you need, when they call your number, when you go in there, tell them what you want, you get the application, they give you a number, you sit down, they call your number. Call your number, you go up there, take care of your business. So that is a system. So those are the things we learned about in my information systems course. But they also had a course called computer information systems. So when you use their technology, when you use computers to bring in information, because computers, you get a whole lot of information from a computer just by going on YouTube, just going on Instagram, or just going on the internet. That's if you're using your computer or your phone, that would be considered a computer information system. But just a regular system setup, you can set a system up with just using pen and paper. Whatever system you have set up for your company. A system is just a way that is like a road map to get to what you need to be done. So you set that system up. So computer information systems, that was another major, but my major was just information systems. So I really liked that class. We always had to come in there and do articles. We had to stand up. We had to go for homework, we had to bring in a couple of articles of current events when it comes to information. How can companies bring information into their business? We have fax machines, we have laptops, we have all kinds of, there's so many different forms of technology now that you can use to bring information into your company, and also you can bring information in without using technology. So that's what we learned in that course. So that course was real nice, and then Bachelor's in Business Administration, I had a whole lot of good courses as well. I took business law, I took accounting, and I had never even heard of accounting, but I was so glad that I did take the course. But first I was kind of, leery because I really couldn't understand T accounts. Then we had to make sure we knew which side to debit the account on, which side to credit the account on, to credit the T account on, depending on the account. Now, depending on the cash account, say for instance, the cash account, when we make a T for the cash account, we'll debit on the left for increase. Say for instance, you want to start a business, and you say, I want to invest $50,000 in my business. So there will be there'll be a debit to the cash account for $50,000, and a credit to owner's equity, the owner's equity account for $50,000. So I ended up getting the A in my first accounting course. Then I also had to take managerial accounting. So those accounting courses really kicked me. They really kicked me for real. But I had I guess I would say my other classmates. I had other classmates. The accounting was their major. But my major was business administration, so I only had to take like 2 accounting courses. So I took the regular account, but the first accounting course I had ended up taking it over because my grade was low. But when I took it over, I got an A. And then I ended up taking managerial accounting. So that was like 3. Well, it was the first course was I had to take it twice, so that's 2, and then managerial accounting. It's like 3 accounting sessions, I would say. But I learned a lot in my accounting course. So I took accounting, business law. I think I took a finance class. I took humanistic tradition. Well, I think that was the name of the book. I forgot what the name of the class was. And then I took organizational behavior. I did take a course called business ethics, where we learned about different, businesses that were doing unethical things. But so just a little bit to touch base on that. But so my YouTube channel, Rainstorm TV. So like I said, your brand is your company is your brand. So this is your company, your brand is your company is your brand. This is your company. Just say for instance, your company is this ball. So whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. Whatever you put in, if you don't put nothing in, you ain't gonna get nothing positive out. You have to put those things in your company that's gonna help you offer customer satisfaction. Put those things in your company that's gonna help the employees, because employees, they are definitely part of an effective. Employees are definitely part of helping you create an, I guess I would say effective brand, quality brand, trustworthy brand, loyal brand. So, but I could talk on and on about that, but so then I gotta also show y'all my little TikTok action. So I'm on TikTok too. But I have covered so many, not a whole lot, but I think about 5 brands. I know I did cover, I think I covered the Cali cosmetic brand. And I covered Fenty Beauty, her brand, Rihanna's brand, Ivy Park, Beyonce's brand. And I want to probably go back into all those brands and see what else I can find out about those brands. Cause I just want to research, because when you're into the business field, it's good to do market research, do some research, find out the trends in the market. I mean, especially if you're thinking about creating a new product, creating a new service. Research, you want to find out, you want to benchmark, find out what other companies are doing. So when you find out what other companies are doing, you might say, well, you know what, they doing theirs like that. I might can do something a little different, a little unique. If you know what they doing, then you won't go out there and do the same thing they doing. But sometimes you may do it. But sometimes you may say, hey, I got something else that's even more unique that I can offer in my business, so I can create this service, I can perform this service, and I can try to win some of those customers over there. They are going over there, maybe they come over to my business. It's always good to, I guess I would say, see what the competitors are doing. See what they're doing, benchmark. I learned that term in one of my business courses, benchmarking, finding out what other companies are doing. Because if you don't know what other companies are doing, how are you going to know to be a step ahead of them? But so just, I can go on and on about that. But let me get into a couple companies today. So your company is your brand is your company. Whatever you put in, that ball, whatever you put in your company is what you're going to get out. You want to put everything in. You want to put things in that can make you offer value to the customer satisfaction, quality products. If you don't create those quality products, you can outsource, or if you manufacture products yourself. Then so everything you put in, your labels, your logos, You know, all that, everything you put into that ball helps you create your brand identity. Everything you put in that ball, that's your brand identity. So you don't want to create a brand that's unethical. So you just think about the ball. Whatever you put in, so if you put in, whatever you have customers, not customers, whatever you have employees, even yourself as an owner, whatever you're cussing people out, and that's all in your ball. You cussing people out, and you're doing bait and switch type things in your company. You saying one thing online when customers order, but when they get their products, it's a whole new story, you know, different thing. So like I said, that's why I would just say whatever you put in. You know, your colors, your business colors, how you treat your customers, how you treat your employees, everything. Whatever you put, your brand is everything about your company, every single thing. Your colors, your labels, your logos, your packaging, how you treat your customers, how you treat your employees. Everything you put into that company and that ball is your brand identity. So like I said, your company is your brand, and your brand is your company. Whatever you put in that company, it's your perception. You are creating your perception. People are going to perceive you a certain way, because when they look at your brand, and they're going to look at everything about the brand, they're going to analyze your brand. Say for instance, Walmart, Kmart, Target, those are retail brands over here in the United States, but it's so many different brands, and that's not the only brand that, you know, I just think of them because they come to my mind fast, but it's just so many different brands. When you think about a certain brand, what is the perception? What kind of perception do you have of that particular brand? When you went in there to shop, was the customer service good? Were the stores clean? When you had to send something back because you had a problem with a product, or you know, a product that you purchased? So did you have any problems doing that? That's why they do the little surveys sometimes. They after you shop, you know, when you're in the store shopping, they make it your email, and then they may send you a survey or something to do online. They want to know, how was your service that day? How was your experience that day you came into the store? Or when you purchased online, did you find everything you wanted? When you came to the store, did you have any problems with anything? You know, they want to know your perception of them. Your perception. So how do you perceive certain companies is very important, because if you don't have a great perception of a particular company, you're not going to go back. You're not going to go back. So let me get in so I can just talk. That's what my brother told me one time. Since I came to your YouTube channel, you were talking and you just wouldn't stop. And he said he went to the bathroom or something, came back, I was still talking. But just think if I had knowledge about, I believe I have pretty good knowledge about marketing, branding, trademarking. I mean, I can always learn more. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing my research. So just think, if you know a whole lot about something, then you can speak on it better. And that all comes through research or word of mouth. Sometimes you can learn from other people as well. You can learn from other people. So let me get started. This one, I want to, let's talk about the Donda brand. I really never heard of the Donda brand. I heard him talk about it on TV a whole lot. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I found out that's the brand Kanye West started and named, I guess he got the name from his mother. So, let me see. I wanted to see, how did Kanye West start his brand? And so let me show you Kanye West first. Okay, this is Kanye West and his Donda brand. So, let's see. Okay, there you go. Better picture. That's Kanye West. And I want to talk a little bit about how he started his Donda brand, how he started it, and why. Okay, let's see what they have. See, the empire of Kanye West. And look at the companies he owns. So let's see what they want to say. Okay. Look at the company he owns. Okay, Kanye West. Kanye West is a multi-talented artist, who has made a name for himself in the music and fashion industry. Over the years, he has expanded his empire by creating and owning several successful businesses. Let's take a closer look at the companies that Kanye West owns. Okay, hold on for a second. My microphone. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. I want. Okay. Want to get my microphone, okay? Let's look at the companies that Kanye West owns. Okay, he owns a company called Yeezy. Yeezy is perhaps the most well-known brand that Kanye West owns. The brand started as a collaboration between Kanye and Adidas. Oh, that's why they call it Yeezy. Let's see. It's a collaboration between Kanye and Adidas in 2015, and it has since become a highly successful line of sneakers and clothing. Yeezy sneakers are some of the most coveted in the world, and the brand has become known for its innovative designs and use of high-quality materials. Yeezy has also expanded into other areas, including accessories and home goods. So just think, Kanye West with his brand partnered with Adidas in 2015. Then they had the Yeezy Supply. Yeezy Supply is a direct-to-consumer retail platform that sells Yeezy products exclusively. The platform was launched in 2018 and has since become a popular destination for fans of the brand. So Yeezy Supply is a direct-to-consumer retail platform. It sells Yeezy products exclusively. Okay, so it's a platform to just sell Yeezy products. So they saying that they sell Yeezy products exclusively. So I guess that's all they're selling is Yeezy products. So that's a good thing. The platform was launched in 2018 and has since become a popular destination for fans of the brand. Yeezy Supply features a wide range of products: sneakers, clothing, and accessories. And then we have his brand. So he has the Yeezy brand, then he also has the Donda. Donda is a creative agency that Kanye West founded in 2012. The agency is named after Kanye's late mother, and it specializes in design, music, and branding. Donda has worked with several high-profile clients, including Nike, Louis Vuitton, and Jay-Z. The agency has also been involved in the design of several album covers for Kanye and other artists. So that's the Donda brand. So then they have Good Music. Good Music is a record label that Kanye was founded in 2004. I didn't know he had a record label. It's called Good Music, Kanye West. In 2004, the label has released several successful albums over the years, including My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Watch the Throne. Good Music has also helped launch the careers of several notable artists, including Pusha T, and Big Sean. I heard about Big Sean, but I haven't heard of Pusha T. Pusha T, look like Pusha T. P-U-S-H-A. And also KW Foods LLC. Okay, I didn't know he had a food line. So I like to patronize our African American, definitely. Sometimes you don't know about these brands until you do a little research. Sometimes they don't talk about certain brands, they may give you a little bit, but sometimes you can do your own research. But this is beautiful. I love this. I love to see our African American male and female. That's why I'm up here talking, trying to do my thing, putting a little knowledge in the atmosphere. KW Foods LLC, Limited Liability Company, is a holding company that Kanye established to oversee his restaurant ventures. I didn't even know he had a restaurant. The company has reportedly invested in several restaurants, including Fat Burger and the Spotted Pig. But, however, it's unclear how involved Kanye is in these ventures and it's possible that he had divested from them in recent years. Well, that'd be good, you know. Then they have Yeezy Home. Yeezy Home is a division of Yeezy that focuses on creating high-end housing and architecture. The brand has not yet released any products, but Kanye has teased several designs on social media over the years. Yeezy Home aims to create affordable, sustainable housing for people around the world. Now that sounds pretty good. And then we have KKW Beauty. So, that was founded by his wife. I think I covered her brand in one of my videos. KKW Beauty is a cosmetics company that was founded by Kanye's wife. That was when they divorced now, I guess. Kim Kardashian West. However, Kanye has been involved in the company's marketing and design. And effective marketing is very important for any brand. Kanye has been involved in the company's marketing and design, and he has helped promote several of the brand's products. KKW Beauty is known for its high quality makeup and skincare products. And I did cover KKW Beauty, and I did cover Cali Cosmetics. Cali Cosmetics, you know, they have Cali Skin and Cali Baby. So Cali talked about how she developed her personal brand first before she started marketing her products for Cali Cosmetics line. In conclusion, Kanye West is a successful businessman who had created and owned several successful companies: Yeezy, Yeezy Supply, Donda, Good Music, Kanye West Foods, LLC, Yeezy Home, and KKW Beauty are just a few of the brands that Kanye has been involved in over the years. With his creativity and entrepreneurial spirit, it's likely that he will continue to launch and grow successful businesses in the future. So that is beautiful. So business is, so let me see what else I can find out about Kanye West. Let me see what else I can find out. The fan on is blowing my papers. Okay, let me see. How did Kanye West start his Donda brand? So your logos, your labels, your company colors, very important. It says Donda is a creative content company founded by American rapper and fashion designer Kanye West. The company was named after West's mother and shares the name with his 10th studio album released in 2021. Okay, so he had a new album that he named Donda as well. West announced the company on January 5th, 2012 via a series of Twitter posts. In his announcement, West proclaimed that the company would pick up where Steve Jobs left off. Donda would operate as design and then the culture. West was secretive about the company's operations, maintaining neither an official website nor a social media presence, in stating Donda's. So let me finish reading this. So he was secretive about the company at first, in a company called Donda. In stating Donda's creative philosophy, West articulated the need to put creatives in a room together with like minds in order to simplify and aesthetically improve everything we see, taste, touch, and feel. Contemporary critics have noted the consistent minimalistic aesthetic exhibited throughout Donda creative projects, continuing the trend consistent in previous Kanye West projects. An additional hallmark of Donda projects has been multidisciplinary collaboration, often featuring prominent contributions from major figures in various creative fields. Prominent examples include painter George Condo, photographer Louis Taryn, video artist, film director Steve McQueen, performance artist Vanessa Beecroft, artist West Lang, stage designer S. Devlin, audio visual designer Jadis Mercado, artist sculptor Takashi Murakami, photographer Jackie Nickerson, fashion designer Ricardo Tissi, and fashion house Mason Martin Magila. And NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown is the chair president of the sports fashion line Donda Sports. So never knew that you have Antonio Brown is the chair president of the sports fashion line Donda Sports. Let me see if I can clean these glasses a little bit better. Hold on. Yeah, I just want to see if I can, go get me a paper towel, clean the glasses a little better. Oh, okay, that's a little better. Okay, what else we have about Donda? Okay, on May 23rd, 2012, Donda debuted its inaugural creative project, a film entitled Cruel Summer, as part of the 2012 Cannes Film Festival. The film is a 7-screen surround vision experience. So I'm not gonna read all this. This goes into his filming, productions, his albums, and his single art. So they have a lot of single art here. I never knew he had a lot of single art. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Watch the Throne, released August 8th, 2011. Just read a couple of them. Meek Mill featuring Big Sean, Burn, released on May 4th, 2012. Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Big Sean, released September 6th, 2012, called Creep. Whole lot of them. Then you also have Kanye West, Real Friends, released January 8th, 2016. Kanye West featuring Kendrick Lamar, No More Parties in LA, released January 18th, 2016. Kanye West 30 Hours, released February 12th, 2016. Kanye West, Gucci Mane, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Travis Scott, Yo Gotti, Quavo. It looked like the Designer Champions, released on June 12, 2016. So those are albums, singles, art. Albums and singles art. So let's see. Okay, so that's it for that article. So that's Kanye West. So how did Kanye West start his Donda? I was just trying to see if they had anything else. Everything we know about Kanye West's album, Don, they talk about the album. I'm talking about the business. Kanye West Donda timeline, the beginning of the Donda album, this album. So I mean, actually, wasn't it? I should have typed in how did he start his. I thought he had. How did he start? How did Kanye West start his Donda business project? Project Runway. Okay, I guess this is all they have about that. But I couldn't find anything else. It just says Donda is a creative content company founded. It's a creative content company. I guess that's all I need. Creative content company. I guess he had his Yeezy tennis shoes and his clothing lines. It's a creative content company founded by American rapper and fashion designer. So he's a fashion designer, Kanye West. The company was named after West's mother, Donna West, and shares the name with his 10th studio album released in 2021. So in other words, right, okay. So he started his fashion line named after his mom, Donna, and then he also had his album, I think it was 2021, he had an album named after his mom, Donna. So he had his Yeezy tennis shoes and his clothing line. And then he did have some church services too. Cause I watched I think a couple of his church services. They were real nice. So he started that. I don't know if he's still doing that or not, but he had his church services. So he had his Yeezy tennis shoe line, and then he had his clothing line. And I think he did have a fashion show one time. I think I did hear something about him having a fashion show. So that is Kanye West. Let me see. All right, let's go. Let me see. Who else I said I wanted to do? Let me see. Let me see who else I wanted to do. So that's Kanye. I can't think of no one else. Let me see. I have a whole list, but I want to try somebody. Okay. Did I do Facebook? Facebook. Let me go with Facebook and see how did Facebook get started. Let me go with Facebook. I know it was started, I think it was, Zuckerberg? How did Facebook start? So how did Facebook get started? Facebook started February the 4th, 2004. The origins of Facebook have been in dispute since the very week. A 19-year-old Mark Zuckerberg launched the site as a Harvard sophomore on February 4th, 2004, then called thefacebook.com. The site was an instant hit. Now, 6 years later, the site has become one of the biggest websites in the world, visited about 400 million people a month. And I'm one of those 400 million people per month. I'm one of them. On February 4th, 2004, a Harvard sophomore named Mark Zuckerberg. He launches a Facebook. Wait, hold up. They don't even show all of it. He launches the Facebook, a social media website he had built in order to connect Harvard students with one another. So he wanted to connect the Harvard students with one another. But then they ended up connecting people around the world with each other as well. By the next day, over 1,000 people had registered, and that was only the beginning. Facebook. History of Facebook. Let me go here. Facebook is a social networking service originally launched as FaceMash on October 28, 2003. They used to call it FaceMash, I guess, before changing its name to the Facebook on February 4, 2004. It was founded by Mark Zuckerberg and college roommates and fellow Harvard University students, in particular Eduardo Sever and Andrew McCullum and Dustin somebody. Here goes Mark Zuckerberg right here. So this is Mark Zuckerberg. So he started him and a couple of other Harvard graduates. I don't know if they were graduates, but Harvard students. They started Facebook. So it says, let me read a little more. The history of Facebook, how it was invented. This is a big picture of them. That's a larger picture of Zuckerberg. So that's it says, let me see what it says at the top. The history the history of Facebook and how it was invented. And that's Zuckerberg. So in other words, he just wanted to connect with his friends, I guess. So when he wanted to connect with his friends, then next thing you know, everybody around the world wanted to connect with somebody. You know, you can connect with your family members on Facebook. You connect with your family. And then YouTube, so I covered YouTube, I think on my video yesterday, how YouTube started out with three gentlemen. They started YouTube, and so what they did, they started YouTube. It was I guess it was a video sharing platform. When they started it, I think they wanted it to be a dating site or something. So in other words, video sharing data site, but it's still a video sharing platform. So, but then Google purchased YouTube. I think it was 2006, I think it was. But it's in my notes, so it's on my video. So Google did purchase YouTube, but it was started by three gentlemen. They wanted to make it a dating site. And then there's something else though. Well, it was also a video sharing platform, which it still is today. Mark Zuckerberg was a Harvard computer science student when he, along with classmates Eduardo Severin, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes invented Facebook. Amazingly, the idea for the website, now the world's most popular social networking page, was inspired by a botched effort to get internet users to rate one another's photos. The origin of Facebook. In 2003, Zuckerberg, a second-year student at Harvard, wrote the software for a website called FaceMash. He put his computer science skills to questionable use. He put his computer software, he said, wait a minute, hold up. He put his computer software skills to questionable use by hacking into Harvard security networks. See, that's a crime. Where he copied the student ID images used by the dormitories and used them to populate his new website. Website visitors could use Zuckerberg's site to compare two student photos side by side and determine who was hacked and who was not. Ain't that something? He hacked into Harvard University's security network and copied the student IDs. And that way you can compare photographs side by side to see who was hacked and who was not. FaceMash opened on October. They called it FaceMash at first. FaceMash, not Facebook. FaceMash. FaceMash opened on October 2003, and closed a few days later after it was shut down by Harvard executives. In the aftermath, Zuckerberg faced serious charges of breach of security. I figure that's a crime. Violating copyrights and violating individual privacy. Though he faced expulsion from Harvard for his actions, all charges against him were eventually dropped. Of course, they probably think about how we benefit off this. This is a great business deal here. We can make some money. It wasn't no intent behind it, because most crimes are built on intent. So he probably accidentally slipped in, in the security, he probably accidentally ended up accessing security information, different students' ID cards. I don't know if he did it intentionally or not, but most crimes are built on intent, so he didn't have any intent behind it. That's probably, he didn't intend on doing it. That's probably why they dropped the charges. I would speculate, membership to the website was at first restricted to Harvard students. Over time, Zuckerberg enlisted a few of his fellow students to help grow the website. Eduardo Severin, for example, worked on the business end, while Dustin Moskovitz, I don't know how to say that, Moskovitz, was brought on as a programmer. Andrew McCullum served as a site graphic artist, and Chris Hughes became the de facto spokesperson. Together, the team expanded the site to additional universities and colleges. So that was good. Started out with Harvard University. And so he had, I think it looked like 3 of his other friends. One of his friends knew programming pretty good. And then one of them was a graphic artist. And then one of them was a de facto spokesperson. And they worked as a team. So, in a lot of these companies, they still work in teams, because if you have a team, then you have, this person might be able to do this person can do that, this person can do that. You might have somebody that's, know more accounting than, in other words, you have an accounting department. You might have somebody that know more about, debits and credits, T accounts. You might have somebody that know more about, in the accounting. Well, it depends on what type of company you have or what type of accounting books you want to have, Well, you can do debits and credits, T accounts. Some people don't work through T accounts. Some people do the accounting through digital books, on a computer. They do the accounting on a computer. But in other words, just an example, you have a team, you have this person more knowledgeable about this person more knowledgeable about that, and this person more knowledgeable about this or that or whatever, and you work together as a team. That's how you get it done. Some people have more business knowledge than others. Some people have more knowledge of this or that or, whatever. But in other words, you're working as a team, you put all your skills together. So you put all your skills together because if somebody was a spokesperson, somebody could talk. Somebody had more experience with public speaking or standing up in front of a large audience and speaking. And somebody had graphic artist skills. Somebody had programming skills. Where somebody else may not have had, programming skills, and they, work together as a team. And then they started expanding to other colleges and universities. So everybody want to get in there on the deal. They saw what they were doing. When they expanded it to other colleges and universities, that was a good thing. It says Facebook, the world's most popular social network in 2004. Napster founder and angel investor Sean Parker was an angel investor. He became the company's president. The company changed the site's name from the Facebook to just Facebook after purchasing the domain name Facebook.com in 2005 for $200,000. Wow. The following year, venture capital firm Acel Partners invested $12.7 million in the company, which enabled the creation of a version of the network for high school students. So when it comes to those different, when you have an angel investor, when you have other people investing in your idea, your business, that helps your business grow. Facebook will later expand to other networks such as employees of companies. In September 2006, Facebook announced that anyone who had at least 13 years old and everyone who was at least 13 years old and had a valid email address could join. Okay, 13 years old. By 2009, it had become the world's most used social networking service, according to a report by the analytics site Compete.com. While Zuckerberg's antics and site's profits eventually led to him becoming the world's youngest multi-billionaire, he's done his part to spread the wealth around. In 2010, he signed a pledge, along with other wealthy businessmen, to donate at least half of his wealth to charity. Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla Chan, had donated $25 million toward fighting the Ebola virus, and announced that they will contribute 99% of their Facebook shares to the Chan Zuckerberg initiative to improve lives through education, health, scientific research, and energy. I wish you could donate some money to me. For real. Come over here to Washington, D.C. and donate some money to the homeless people over here. Homeless people, housing, we need it all. Yeah, so I think that is it. So he was a creator of Facebook. So in other words, just goes to show you that if you have an idea, for, if you have an invention, an idea for an invention, you can have a patent. You have an idea for a book, you want to write a book, you want to write a movie, a film, then you can copyright, have a copyright, get a copyright for that, for that book or that film, that movie. And then you also, if you're running a business, you can get a trademark for your business name, trademark your business name, your business products. So that's that, But, so in other words, the moral of this, I guess I would say the moral of this story is to never give up. If you have an idea, for a business, move forward. Follow your dreams, follow your heart. And so he didn't probably think that Facebook would take off like that. It was called Face Mash at first, and he was just creating something for him and his college classmates, I guess, to share information, to compare information, share information. But then he started, it became worldwide, and, other colleges and universities, he started, sharing it with them. And then that is what made it grow. That is definitely what made it grow. So, okay, let me see. So that's Facebook. Let me see how much time we're working with, because I can do one more. Let me see. Okay, we're not even an hour yet, so let me try and make do a couple more. Let me see. Let me go with Louis Vuitton. Let me see how Louis Vuitton started his business. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna circle Facebook. Louis Vuitton. I circled one, so I won't go back over them again. Okay. So we did Kanye West and his Donda brand and his Yeezy brand. So that was Facebook. So I only think I didn't go Kanye West down here. Let me write it down here. Donda. Okay, so let's go Louis Vuitton. Louis V. How did Louis Vuitton start? So you definitely need an effective marketing plan when you're running a business. Starting a business, you have to be effective. You have to make sure that those products and services are going to reach the customer. You want the customer to know about your brand. So you have to become familiar. You want to make your customers familiar with you. You want to create that brand identity. In other words, the brand identity, it helps the customer, potential customers, or the customer know who you are. Know what you are about. Because last time, we don't want to shop nowhere when we shopping at a company, we don't know nothing about their company. We don't know what they are about. We don't know if they're ethical, unethical. We don't know nothing about them. We don't have, especially, a lot of times we are more inclined to shop with brands that we're familiar with. So like Walmart, Kmart, Target, Kohl's, over here in the United States, those are the main brands that I shop at. Then fast food brands, McDonald's, Wendy's, Church's Chicken, Popeyes. So I'm familiar with those brands. So I know the quality of the products, especially when it comes to fast food, and even when it comes to the retail brands. I'm familiar with their product line. In fast foods, I'm familiar with their quality, the quality of their food, and also and then the retail brands like Walmart, Kmart, Target. I am familiar with the quality of their products when I go in the store. You know, their jeans and their T-shirts. So I am familiar. So when I shop, you know, I will think about those brands first. And then those fast food brands, you know, I think about them first. Like McDonald's over here, that's a fast food retail. It was a fast food, I guess they would call it franchise. Not retail, but retail would be like Walmart, Kmart, Target, Kohl's. It was some retail brands that have closed down, but then you do have the fast food brands, and then also there's so many different brands. You have gas stations. You have Sunoco. We have Exxon. You know, sometimes when you think about a particular brand in that category. In other words, you might say, look, I've been to that gas station several times, and I like the customer service. I like how they keep the stores, the gas, you know, because they have the store. You pump your gas on the outside, then they do have a store where they greet you when you come in, and you know, you can go in there, you can get you a hot dog or some coffee or something, and then the employees are most of the time very nice. So you think about that. When you think about, like I said, that's what I'm saying, when you think about a brand. When you think about a brand, you're thinking about everything. You're thinking about everything. Before you step in that door of their company, you have a certain perception of that particular brand. You already have a perception. Unless it's a store or a brand that you have never been in, but most of the time, if you have a brand that you have been to before, you already have it etched in your mind. You have a certain perception. You know, you have a certain perception of that brand because you have already picked out your brand identity. What do they identify as? Do they identify as an ethical company, or a company that has quality products, a company that has always has a customer in mind? They always create customer value, customer satisfaction. So, you know, so that's it. That's what it is. And this is Louis Vuitton. So Louis Vuitton, I don't see a picture of him yet, but 1854. It said Louis Vuitton label was founded by Vuitton in 1854. Wow. That was before we were born. I didn't know they started that early. It said Louis Vuitton, 1854. Or Boulevard des Capucines in Paris, France. Louis Vuitton started at $10,567 as a sales price. Woo. Louis Vuitton had observed that the HJK Arcelite trunk could be easily stacked. In 1858, Vuitton introduced his flat-top trunks with Trianon canvas, making them lightweight and airtight. Let me open this up. After opening his first store in Paris in 1854, Louis Vuitton moved his workshops to Asnières-sur-Seine, northwest of the city. Craftsmen began to build luggage there in 1859, developing the brand's original flat-top gray trunk and later outfitting French expeditions with travel gear. What was so special about Louis Vuitton? Let me see what else they have. Okay, founding to World. It said founding to World War II. The Louis Vuitton label was founded by Vuitton in 1854 on Rue Nord. I already read that. Let me see what else they got. Okay, it says Louis Vuitton, Malatier, commonly known as Louis Vuitton, is a French luxury fashion house and company founded 1854 by Louis Vuitton. The label's LV monogram appears on most of its products, ranging from luxury bags, right, because they're the Louis Vuitton bags, ranging from luxury bags. They said ranging from luxury bags and leather goods to ready-to-wear shoes, perfumes, watches, jewelry, accessories, sunglasses, and books. Louis Vuitton is one. I didn't know it started that late. I mean, that far back. Louis Vuitton is one of the world's leading international fashion houses. So I'm saying, you going international and global, you're reaching more markets. So I wanted to actually do some international companies as well. International companies, global companies. So I'm just building content for my Brainstorm TV. So there's so many companies in the world, so I'm not gonna have any problem. So this is Louis Vuitton. This is one of the stores. This is just one of the stores. That's Louis Vuitton. That's one of the, I don't know if that is, or it just say Louis Vuitton. Well, that's one of the stores, and that's one of the stores in Paris. That's one of the stores in Paris. Okay. So in other words, Louis Vuitton started in 1854. In other words, they had leather goods, luxury bags, leather goods, ready to wear shoes, perfumes, watches, jewelry, accessories, sunglasses, and books. So for 6 consecutive years, 2006 to 2012, Louis Vuitton, he was named the world's most valuable luxury brand. Its 2012 valuation was in the United States dollars, $25.9 billion, and that was 2012. So just think of what he's worth now. Louis Vuitton, $25.9 billion in 2012. In 2013, the valuation of the brand was $28.4 billion, with revenues of US dollars, $9.4 billion. So it's a lot of hard work though. Nothing comes easy like that. He definitely had to put a lot of hard work in that marketing, effective marketing, branding, probably trademarking his products and his business name. So it's a lot of hard work. Effective marketing, because there would be no way that would work without an effective marketing plan. The company operates in 50 countries with more than 460 stores worldwide. Wow. So I know, so definitely had to hire, a lot of employees. Like that's what I was saying. I just mentioned that before I read this. How employees also help you build your strong, profitable, effective, strong brand. Your company is your brand is your company. And without employees help you build a strong brand as well. Yes. And it says, I don't want to read too much of this. It says, they're going back into the same thing. It was founded by Vuitton in 1854. So I'm not going to read all that. So it looked like it was started in Paris. So this is Louis Vuitton at Champs. Okay. So it's a whole lot. This is a large article, and this is a Wikipedia. So that's him right there. Is that him? Marc Jacobs is an American fashion designer. He's the head designer for his own fashion label. So no, I don't want to read all this. Okay, so that's Louis Vuitton. So it looked like he started his first store. So they tell you about the brand and the intellectual property. So in your intellectual property, patents, your copyrights, and your trademarks, all those come under intellectual property law, intellectual property. Like me as well, I wrote some books So I do have the copyright for 8 books that I have in the Google Play Store. So that comes under an intellectual property. So I use my mind, I use my intellect to write those books. So we have intellectual property, you have a patent, you have an invention, you can get, say for instance, somebody already invented a vacuum cleaner, a microphone, a ceiling fan. So you have an invention, you get a patent for it. Trademark, you have a business you're running, you can trademark your business name, your business products. So the trademark gives you that legal protection. It gives you that legal protection, so no one can use your name. I mean, people may try. No one should be using your business name and making money off your business name or making money off the names of your business products. So you get your trademark, but still at the same time, even if you don't have a trademark for your business and your business products, you still have somewhat of protection. You still have some protection because 9 times out of 10 you're going to get your business registered. You're going to get your business registered. You're going to have the proper licenses, your occupancy permit, your business licenses. I don't know, depending on what state you live in, that determines how many licenses you may need, and depending on what type of business you're running. So, depending on the state that you live in, you have to find out what country or state, you have to find out what type of licenses you need. So, that is that. Mm-hmm. But, you still have, without a trademark, you still have some legal protection because, if you have your business registered. You have your business name registered, but, somewhere down the line, you may go ahead and get that business name trademark. That gives you that legal protection. So if you have to go to court, you have it down on paper. You have more legal protection in the federal courts from my research, when it comes to trademarks. But so, all right, let me see. That's a nice bag right there. Simple Living. It's a Simple Living image left in Vuitton's Audrey bag created by, this is one of the bags, one of the Louis Vuitton bags. I bet they got some nice bags too, I bet you. I wish you could send me some bags, at a good price. That's one of the Louis Vuitton bags. Send me some Louis Vuitton bags. Yeah, so, I don't think nobody giving nothing away free. Let's see, it's a Britney Spears video. Let me see what they're saying. On November 19, 2007, Louis Vuitton, in further efforts to prevent counterfeiting, successfully sued Britney Spears for violating anti-counterfeiting laws. A part of the music video for the song Do Something shows fingers tapping on the dashboard of a hot pink Hummer with what looks like Louis Vuitton's cherry blossom design. So in other words, she was sued by Louis Vuitton because she, in her music video, it says a part of the music video for the song Do Something shows fingers tapping on the dashboard of a hot pink Hummer with what looks like Louis Vuitton's cherry blossom design bearing the LV logo. Britney Spears herself was not found liable, but a civil court in Paris ordered Sony to pay $80,000 to each group. In other words, it looks to me like they use a replica, or they use replica of one of his bags in the video, but so she was not liable, so Britney Spears was not liable. But I'm not going into that. Let me see. So that is what they put in. I don't know why, but they put that in. Then it says 2021 patent ruling. Well, I'm going to move on. I don't know what this is right here. There you go. It says it's a long article, so I'm not going to read all that. So this is another Louis Vuitton. Hold up. It's another Louis Vuitton bag right here, but that's Louis Vuitton. That's another Louis Vuitton bag right there. Another Louis Vuitton. Then a lady at the bottom, she Then at the, see how she, she carrying one of the bags, but, so that's Louis Vuitton. Let me see who else we have. Let's go to, let me see, who else we have that have a brand? I can't think. Did Kanye, I did Beyonce, I can't think of nobody else that have a brand. Let me see. Well, I mean, I have a whole list. I'm talking about individual persons. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I did Adidas before. It's a whole lot. Okay, let me go with Netflix. How did Netflix get it? This will be the last one. I have a whole list, but I want to do certain ones at certain times. Let me see. Let me see how Netflix got started, because Netflix is definitely international, global. Okay, let me see. I think I did. Let me see. Hold up. International, global company. International, global. Let me see. I have a lot of brands in Nigeria as well. Let me see. Let me go with this one. The United Africa Company of Nigeria. Let me go with that one. How did it start? How did the United Africa Company of Nigeria start? How did the United Company? It says United Africa Company of Nigeria. UAC Nigeria is also known as UACN. United Africa, it should have, I thought it would say African. United African Company of Nigeria. It was first incorporated in Nigeria under the name Nigeria Motors Ltd. on April the 22nd, 1931. Wow. As a wholly owned subsidiary of the United Africa Company Ltd., the firm that later became UAC, which is United Africa Company International, UAC International, a subsidiary of Unilever. Unilever included in its business. That's what it said. It says the United Africa Company of Nigeria is a Nigeria publicly listed company based in Lagos. So Lagos, I think Lagos is, I noticed that's somewhere near Nigeria, I guess. Its areas of operation include manufacturing, services, logistics, and warehousing, agricultural, and real estate. The United Africa Company of Nigeria, United Africa Company of Nigeria's food operations include UAC franchising, UAC restaurants, and UAC dairies. It also has equity stake in UACN Property Development Company. So UACN is United Africa Company of Nigeria. Okay, it also has equity stake in UACN Property Development Company, a quoted firm, Cap PRC makers, and Dulux Paints and Portland Paints. So they deal with paints too. Manufacturers of Santex paints. It says UAC Nigeria, also known as UACN, was first incorporated in Nigeria under the name Nigeria Motors. So in other words, they were dealing in cars. Nigeria Motors, I guess that they branched off, and different areas. They branched off in dealing with paints. They look like they branched off with different companies, opening up different, I guess, getting different trademarks for different companies. But it didn't say. They said they branched off in the food area. So they first started out as motors. In other words, Nigeria. I said Nigeria Motors. Yeah, Nigerian Motors. So they started out as Nigerian Motors. Then they branched off into food, like restaurants, manufacturing services, logistics and warehousing, and also agricultural and real estate. So that's good, you know, because they always talk about how poor Nigeria is, but they do have companies over there. And it says UAC, Nigeria, is also known as the UACN. It was incorporated 1931, April the 12th, as a wholly owned subsidiary of the United Africa Company. The firm that later became UAC International, a subsidiary of Unilever. So let's go down. And it says, including in this business, the trading activities formerly carried on by a number of other companies, including the Niger Company, Ltd., and the African and Eastern Trade Corporation, Ltd., all of which had long-standing trading links with West Africa. Produced buying merchandise trade period. At inception, United Africa Company of Nigeria was a subsidiary of UACI's group of companies in Nigeria, a group that was incorporated to transact in selected markets within the country. Many of these companies later became divisions of the UAC of Nigeria in 1973, following a consolidation of exercise. Okay, I don't want to read all this, but this is a company based in Nigeria. They started out with their name, Nigeria Motors. They branched off in different businesses like merchandising, food. They started out with I guess motors. It means Nigerian Motors. I guess maybe they were dealing in cars, maybe car dealerships. They branched off in food, manufacturing, real estate. So that's a lot when you branch off from one company, doing one thing, and you can, you know, get a trademark for other companies and bring that revenue in. When you have one company, you start one company, and then you end up with 4 or 5 companies. It says Nigerians as key to its success. This belief partly motivated its drive to expand into other areas of business, as I said. A major segment of the firm was produce. Produce buying cash crops from local farmers for export to foreign markets. So they buy cash crops and export them to foreign markets. So it's similar to farmers. You know how the farmers do. They on a farm and they're making, they growing all these crops. And then a lot of their crops, a lot of things that they grow ends up in the grocery stores all over the world. So it's like a similar concept. It says a major segment of the firm was produce, buying cash crops from local farmers. Okay, they bought their stuff from the farmers. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But the farmers themselves, a lot of that stuff that they grow, they produce, ends up in grocery stores as well. That's what they said. It ended up in, see what I'm saying? It ended up in foreign markets. So they buy the cash crops from the farmers and then put them in foreign markets. So foreign markets, that means other countries. They may even sell to the United States. They may even ship to the United States, but they don't say. But they say other markets. This activity also involved extension of credit to traders and middlemen who went into the hinterland to source for quality grades of produce. The firm operated in this market through staffing of personnel at different buying stations or through the use of traders and middlemen. The marketing boards were created for major cash crops such as palm kernels, cocoa, cocoa and groundnuts. UAC of Nigeria was appointed as one of the licensed buying agents. The company also traded in other agricultural products not regulated by the government, such as hides and skins, beeswax, rubber, shea nut, castor seed, piassava, coffee, copra, and gum. The revenue from the sale of agricultural produce was used to import various goods for sale in the Nigerian market. The firm's trade in consumer goods such as shirts, shoes, electrical appliances, and mechanical equipment involved importation from various countries of the world, a process overseen by its parent company. Many goods distributed by the company were sold by middlemen or associate companies such as Kanye'S stores. So they found other ways to transport their products through foreign markets and other places throughout the world. So they were, then they had, in other words, they expanded their product line. They got into selling, and when they started marketing, they had so much cocoa, palm kernels, ground nuts, beeswax, rubber, shea nut, castor seed, stuff I never even heard of. I don't know, was it piassava, kapok? Well, I don't know what that is, but coffee, copra, and gum, chewing gum. And the revenue from the sale of all those agricultural products, they were imported. After they were imported and they made money off those various goods, they sold them in the Nigerian market. So, I mean, they say Nigeria is very poor. They have a lot of malaria over there. But I guess if you can find your way into business and the business aspects, that's just the same, just like over here in the United States. Sometimes jobs may not be that plentiful, but if you can get yourself a business, if you can open your own business, find a way to market, market your products and services effectively, I guess I would say. But sometimes it does take a team. It takes financing. It takes a team to help you, grow, be successful in your business, help you grow your business. Kanye'S stores. So it says Kanye'S stores was a department store headquartered in Lagos and managed by the firm. It was the first modern departmental store established in British West Africa. The first Kanye'S store was opened in Lagos in 1948, and by 1982, the firm had 13 stores across major cities in the country, including a 3-story store of Ibadan. The stores initially provided access to consumer goods found in departmental stores of foreign countries. Yep. So they was able to, when I say market effectively, see they opened department stores and they started selling the products and stuff that they had, and then their products and services, where the products made its way through 13 stores across major cities in the country, including 3-story store at, I don't know what this is, Ibadan. So in other words, they sold their product line and their things in their product line they sold in Nigeria, but also their items made it to the foreign markets. And because I said 13 stores across major cities in the country, but they still made it, their products made its way to to the foreign markets. So in other words, if you have products that you're advertising, that you're marketing, it is also good to have, not only just market them in this, domestically, where you're incorporating your business domestically, but international, global. In other words, they're over there in Nigeria, so if they can market, and if they could effectively market a lot of their products, right on to the United States. United States, you have 50 states? And in Nigeria, you know, that's over there, that's a different country, but that's where they started over there. And it's different, you know, then they talk about the food division, so United African, United Africa Company of Nigeria, United Africa Company of Nigeria, or they started dealing in textiles. See, it says the textile division was one of the largest textile distributors in Nigeria. The division was formed as a combination of the textile businesses. And then we have, they had the food division, UAC International established a consumer food trading. They did a whole lot. This is the United Africa Company. So all this stuff is concerning the United Africa Company. All the stuff that they did. Then now they talk about the food division. Then they go down to the African timber and plywood. And then they have something they're talking about called Federated Motors. See, the food division, it was established, it's an international. UAC International established a consumer food trading arm in 1958 called West African Cold Storage. The firm later merged with Walls Company. In 1973, the company was collapsed into UACN to become its food division. The division markets meat-related products and cold storage of food and meat products. So they did so much. The United Africa Company. They did so much. Then they talked about how they dealt with the African timber and plywood. It says the firm operated African time and plywood from Sapele in Delta State. The facility was an expansion of an old sawmill originally managed by Miller Brothers. And it says the firm transferred the old sawmill at Cocoa to Sapele in 1929 between 1945 and 1951. Additional investments were poured into the facility. So they did that. I don't want to read all this. Then they had something else called Federated Motors. Federated Motors assembled barefoot trucks from completely knocked down parts. So in other words, they had knocked down parts. They started building trucks. So the United African Company, United African Company of Nigeria. So I don't want to read all this, but they did start something called Federated Motors, involved in the motor trade, dates back to the early years when it imported barefoot trucks into the country. The firm later imported partially assembled chassis and cabs before assembling knockdown parts. The firm's factory of Apapa churned out trucks and payloads between 1 and 8 tons. The firm also sold barefoot buses, including its BF model, used by commercial transport companies. So it's a whole lot, but I don't want to get into all that. But this is the United African Company of Nigeria. So I don't have any pictures. I want to see. Let me see if I can find a picture. Let me see before I close out. Let me see if they have any pictures. Any pictures? Any pictures of the United African Company of Nigeria? Let me see if they have any pictures. So this is the UAC. Let me see. They don't have, they just have images of any pictures of the images of any pictures. The United Africa Company of Nigeria. I guess that's one of the headquarters right there. See right there? Images of, see the UAC, United Africa Company of Nigeria. So I guess that's one of the headquarters. And it says see more. Let me see. Oh, I guess that's some of the headquarters that they have. See the UAC, United Africa Company of Nigeria. It was in Lagos. So Lagos must be in Nigeria, I guess, so I wouldn't know. But okay, yeah, so I don't see. So I'm going to end this video, and I don't want to make it too long. Nigerian part African, let me see. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this video. And, tomorrow I'll go over a couple other companies. So that's the United Africa Company of Nigeria. So that's just one, and I want to go over some more. As I go along, I'll be going over some more. I was trying to see if they had any better pictures. Let's see, hold up. Products of the United. This is some of the products that they do market. But they did say they did food. So United Africa Company of Nigeria. So this is some of the products. United Africa Company of Nigeria. So this is some of the products right there. United Africa Company of Nigeria right here. There's some of the products they have. Let me click on it and see. Let me see what else is down here. So, African food stuff, that's something different. Let me click on this one. Here it is right here. This is some of the products that they do have. Let me click on this one. See right here? This is the United Africa Company of Nigeria. So this is just a few of the products. So it's a whole lot, see? United Africa Company of Nigeria. So they did say they did go into it was called Nigerian Motors at first, then they branched off into manufacturing and real estate and different things. Food, manufacturing, real estate. So see, so so they sell a whole lot of stuff. But I think I'm gonna close this video out. See, United African Company of Nigeria. So I don't know if you can read that. United African Company of Nigeria. So the video is at also. So when you click on, let me see, I guess they're still in existence, but but I'm gonna close out the video, and I want to say thanks for joining me. And like I said, so you can effectively market. So when you're dealing in business, if you can effectively market your products and your services, in other words, effective means you did things effective. In other words, you reached the customer, you were effective, you got it done. So, in other words, if you have if you do something, but you wasn't successful. You did something, you didn't bring in no customers, well, it don't have to, doesn't even have to be sales, it could be anything. Effective means you got it done. You got it done, you were successful in getting it done. Efficient, you got it done efficiently, you got it done, and you got it done at a reasonable price, reasonable cost to the customer. So let's start with the branding. First, let's start with brand. In other words, you have a brand. You have your brand. Brand is a noun. Branding is a verb. So like I said, your company is your brand is your company. So this is your company. This ball is your company. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you don't put nothing in, you're not going to get anything out. This just saying, like, what I mean when I say that is, so if you want great customer service, what do you have to put in that ball to make sure you are effective when you're implementing those strategies to have a great customer service? What do you have to put in that brand? No, you have to have a quality product. You have to treat the customer nice. It's a whole lot of things you have to do. You have to do your research. You have to depend on what company what type of company you're running. What do you think you have to put in to say, I definitely want great customer service. I definitely want, what do I have to put in? What do I need to do to make sure I have great customer service? In other words, what if you wanted, you wanted to showcase your identity, your business identity? What do you have to put in that brand? What do you have to put in to make it effective, I guess I would say? Effective means the customer will have to notice it. You have to be a familiar brand. What would you have to put in to make your brand more familiar to the customer? So branding, your logos. It's more than logos and labels. Logos, labels, your business trademark. I'm just saying for an example, your McDonald's, Walmart, any company, any brand. You look at the trademark, trade name. You look at the colors, the business colors. Those are the things that you see on the outside. But what are you doing on the inside to make sure you offer those quality products? You offer that customer value, customer satisfaction. That you're offering value to the customer, and you're offering a unique service. And those things that you put into the brand. My opinion, my definition of branding, everything about your company. Your brand is your company, but when you're branding, that's putting everything in to make your brand identifiable to the customer. So say for instance you go to Walmart, and that's a retail brand, but you shop at Kmart, Kohl's, Kmart, Walmart, those are all retail brands. So there is definitely an identifiable, I guess I would say, trait in each one of those companies that lets you know that is that particular brand. So definitely you already know that when you look at the logo, colors, like when I go to Walmart, I think it's blue. It's blue and white. I think their company colors are blue and white. But when I go to Kmart, I think Kmart is red and white. So automatically, the trademark business colors are already, it gives them that distinguishing, I guess I would say, distinguishing mark. Well, it is a distinguishing mark, distinguishing color, because, some businesses might have the same color, but when I look at Walmart, that's blue and white. I think Kmart is like red and white. Well, I think Target is red and white too. But you look at the logos are different. The logos are distinguishable. So you want that distinguishable trademark, in your logo. And then, there's a lot of companies you look at, like Starbucks. Some of their trademarks, trade name, the trademarks in their logo It's very simple, and sometimes it's very simple. So I had, I think Starbucks. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see Starbucks. As a matter of fact, I want to see before I sign off. Let me see. Let me see. So the distinguishable mark, trademark, trade name, it helps you, it sets you aside from the next brand. You know, you want to be distinguishable from the next brand. Okay. Examples. What's that? Starbucks. Starbucks. Examples of, okay, this is what it is. This is what it's, okay, this is Starbucks. I didn't think I did Starbucks. This is Starbucks trade. These Starbucks trademark. So they will put that on their logo on all their products. So it's very simple. So, but it's the colors. So they have a distinguishable mark. So when you look for Starbucks, you're not going to mistake their trademark for Walmart, or well, not Walmart anyway, but you still wouldn't, but Walmart and Kmart, those are retail brands, but Starbucks is like, they sell coffee and stuff like that. So I don't know no other coffee brands besides Starbucks. So to me, Starbucks almost monopolizes the market. So monopolizing the market means there's not that many. There are few sellers. I don't know any coffee brands besides, I can't think of none right now, but so Starbucks almost monopolizes the market, meaning they are the only ones that's selling, they are the only big name brand, popular brand, I would say, that sells coffee. You might find some, just some little deli places, that sell little sandwiches. They might sell coffee and stuff, but I'm talking about like a name, like a brand that's popular, memorable, popular, well-known, familiar brand. So Starbucks, that's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? But I'm going to close out on that. And so, I am also learning as I go along, but I want to say thanks for joining me today, and I hope you come back to my next video. So I hope you come back to see me again. What's the name of my channel? Brainstorm TV. So Brainstorm TV. Brainstorm TV, formerly Shirley's Channel Chatter. So come back and see me again. So I'm trying to cover 2 or 3 brands per day. So and then what I want to do, I want to do some popular brands, and then I want to highlight some YouTube brands. So a lot of YouTubers that have their brand on YouTube. So I'm gonna shed some light on them too. But, so I don't have time to talk about too many in one video, but I could, if I talk a little bit about, I might be able to do 5 different brands in one video, but depends on how much I, talk about. But I'm gonna highlight some, maybe tomorrow, my video tomorrow, I may highlight some YouTube brand, content creators, that's what I am, content creator right here on YouTube, so maybe I highlight some of them. Shed light on them, because I'm just learning. I want to learn all I can learn, and nothing wrong with learning. Learning is a never-ending process. Don't never let nobody tell you can't learn, and don't never let nobody tell you too old. They told me, they didn't know. Everybody didn't tell me. I think I had one person that came to my page on TikTok and told me I was too old for TikTok. But I'm like this: long as you can still move. You ain't too old for nothing. So God got a plan for all of us. And the thing is, we all have God says, and I don't know if God said it, but we all, in my opinion, we all have a gift. We all have a gift. We just have to find it. Somebody said, I think I heard Farrakhan say that. Farrakhan said that. I heard him say that in one of the videos. We all have a gift. You just have to find out what it is. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do that. I never thought I would be standing up here talking about different things, because I was always a shy type person. So, but I want to step out the box. I want to get out in the field, and I want to, get down by the water, shoot some of my videos down there. My son said he was going to take me down to the beach. So we went to the beach about a couple of years ago, but we didn't go back. I want to go down with mine, doing my live broadcast right there on the beach. What do I have to do though, since you can't have you would not have Wi-Fi out by the beach? I would have to record it live on my camera, with my camera, and then upload it to my channel. So I got a lot of things. Summertime is here. Today is the 2nd of June, 2023. So sometimes I just sit here and I brainstorm about what I want for my channel, what I want to present, to my subscribers in my channel, in my channel, from my channel. So that's, I brainstorm a lot, and just want to say thanks for joining me. So when you get back, when you get home from work, or when you come home from shopping, think about a brand. Think about what you would think, how would you describe a brand? How would you describe a brand? Branding, marketing, trademarking. Why would you think that those terms are important for business? I mean, just something to think about. Because when I go live, that is what I want to be talking about. When I decide to go live, those are the things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about marketing. First of all, I want to talk about a brand, then I want to talk about branding. So that's what you start out with a company, first of all, which is your brand. Your brand is your company is your brand. And then that's a noun. Branding is a verb. So branding is the act of putting things in to create an effective, memorable, trustworthy, quality brand. A brand that offers quality products and services, great customer value, customer satisfaction, loyalty, everything. Effective marketing. When you put that in, when you put everything into that brand, so that we have a brand, but branding, in my opinion, that means everything about your brand. Everything, how people perceive your brand, how you perceive yourself. Your perception, the customer's perception of your brand. But you have to me, you would definitely have to have a perception of your own brand. That's just like we definitely have a perception of ourselves. So why not have a perception? Why not just say, they say, it's a company, you want to, how the customer perceives the company. So that's what, when you're thinking about it as from the company standpoint, you think about, I want to make sure that my customers perceive me a certain way. That's the same. That's similar, but when you turn it around, you want to make, you want the customers to perceive you a certain way, and you want to perceive the customer a certain way. So in other words, you can kind of swap it, and. So in other words, I'm running my business. Say, for instance, marketing handwork products and jeans and t-shirts. I do want my customers to have a certain perception of me. I want to create a memorable brand. I want my customers to have a certain perception of me. I want to offer something unique. I want to try to do things that make the customer come to me as opposed to my competitors. So I think I'm going to close out right now. But thanks for joining me, and hope to see you on my next video. So I hope to see you on my next video, and check me out on TikTok. Onlukonga in Zubechi, so I'm on TikTok as well. But I haven't really created my Instagram. But I want to just, really, doing TikTok and YouTube for right now. I don't want to be on too many, I don't want my information on too many social media platforms. Sometimes you have to be careful. You're on too many social media platforms, you got information everywhere. So I think I limit myself to just TikTok and YouTube. So TikTok and YouTube is where I just limit myself. But I want to say thanks for joining me. Hope to see you on my next video. So I hope to see you on my next video. So this is one of the brands. This is I think I got this from did I get this from Amazon.com? Well, I do with Amazon.com. That's a good brand. And then Wish.com. So Wish is a company, Amazon. So those are brands. So I always go back. So they have, they have created a strong, trustworthy, dependable, memorable brand. Wish and Amazon. So many different brands. But I want to close out today and hope to see you on my next video. So come back and see me again. So, bye.